We are live. There is no intro this morning. Why? Because today is a special, special show. Coach T.O. Clay, good morning. Happy Friday, my brother.
Good morning. How you doing this morning, man? How you feeling?
I'm exceptional. I'm getting better every day. And not only am I exceptional, I am excited. So
Yeah,
the
me
two
too.
E's, right? E for excited, E for excellent, exceptional, E for everyone, because we have some power people in the room with us. And let's go
Yes.
ahead and bring them on. We have Bethany and we have Renee.
Good
Now
morning.
we have a special guest who's going to come up in the back. Come on in, Michael.
Yeah. My
Cheers.
man.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Good
Good
morning.
morning.
Yeah.
So today we want to talk about something special. I'm just gonna go there and edit everybody's mics because we do have a little echo this morning again. Can you unmute yourself, Bethany? That's the only way I can fix your mic settings. Okay. Any echo? Slight, but not much. Okay, good. So, what I want to talk to you all about is a powerful community that we're building. Instead of me talking, let me share it.
The next level is waiting. Will you climb? We climb. Together.
We grow
Together.
we lead
Together. Together. Yeah, this is unified leadership. Purpose, character, conviction, wisdom, connection, impact. Together we become more. Bring your vision. Bring your fire. One community. One heartbeat. One mission. Keep climbing.
keep growing.
Unified Leadership Academy.
Unified Leadership Academy.
Unified Leadership Academy. Stronger together.
One community,
One.
one future.
Join us.
On school soul.
Where leaders connect, where true leaders grow, where leadership never stands still.
Keep climbing, climb higher,
Higher,
higher.
higher, higher.
Oh yeah, oh yeah. Bethany,
It's fine, bro.
I love what we're building. Talk to us about it.
I'm so excited about what we're doing too. I'm excited because I think to be a leader you have to lead.
Yeah.
And that's what we're doing is we are creating a path for people to be able to follow so that they then can become leaders. And that is what I'm really excited about is we just don't know where to start sometimes and now we know where to start. We now have created that path. I'm really excited
Yeah,
about
man.
it.
It's awesome. I just, man, I'm
Absolutely.
I'm grateful, man. I'm grateful to see this dude here in Atlanta, Georgia. Him and Lancelot, man. It's special, man. And we've been talking about you all for the last since they got here yesterday. Bragging about unified leadership, bragging about just the camaraderie coming together. I was just talking about you, Bethany, upstairs. I said, Bethany, she the GOAT, man, when it comes to curriculum and understanding how to put these mainframes together. Um, and I was sitting, he was telling me, Renee, he's like, man, Renee, man, her heart, she has such a great heart. I'm like, yes. So it's just great, you all. And it's exciting. It's an exciting time, man. I looked at school yesterday. I felt it personally. I felt it. When I started reading, it hit home. It was like, man, this is what leadership is, man. And if it can sharpen the blade, hey, that's what it's about. So I start off this morning, Friday, telling you all thank you for your contributions already. Sifu, just talking about the video. The video's fire, bro. You know, and this is the videographer extraordinaire right here that we got in the building.
Correction.
So,
I am not the videographer.
so him and Pete, shout out to Pete.
Yeah.
But if he says it's fire, hey, it's fire, bro.
I am overly picky, but I will say that that was pretty cool, Seafood. I liked what you did.
Thank you,
And
brother.
Yeah, man.
you know, it takes a village, right?
Yeah, no doubt.
So for leadership, everybody sometimes as leaders we feel like we're isolated or we're in a box because we don't feel like anybody can understand us or do what we do. And then when you get enough people in a room that can collaborate and bring the resources together to make something really special, I think that's what you guys have here. So I'm honestly honored to be here today, this morning, with so many beautiful people, strong
Mm.
leaders. So thank you.
It's great. Man, what's on
So
your
your
heart?
next level. Go ahead. Your next level. What does that mean to anybody?
Mm,
Next,
Next
level
level.
Talked
is
about that.
opportunity. It's
Yes.
moving beyond where you are. And it doesn't always mean up. It means getting out of your box, exploring possibilities, being curious. Next level is expansion, growth. When I think about what we're building, there are no boundaries, there are no borders on it. It's leadership done differently.
Absolutely.
I wouldn't even say leadership done differently, Renee. I would just say you guys are doing leadership done right. So there's a lot of people that are out there that pose to be leaders or state that they are leaders, but they're not leading. They're just putting themselves on a pedestal saying these people answer to me. They're managing. So having again, like having the three of you in this room that are actual leaders and leading by example and putting stuff out there to actually help people, that's true leadership. And when you talk about growth, right, Renee, you're talking about the expansion of oneself. So, like, if you're a real leader and you lead from service by expanding yourself, by expanding your knowledge base, naturally, you're going to affect more people in a positive way. So, by having three positive leaders in this one space and feeding into each other, the only thing that can happen from that is to be exposed to more people and to help and to benefit more people. And that's true leadership. And again, kudos to you guys for doing that.
Appreciate that. Yeah.
Yeah, man. And it's fire because Mike's always in the chat showing love. If you go back and look at half of these episodes that we've done collectively together, Unified Leadership, Mike's in the chat.
That's because y'all in my head. You already know that. I told Sifu that from day one. I'm like, oh shoot, I gotta wake up. I don't know what time it is. And then my phone is like on automated. And I'm like, oh my God, I gotta get on this call. And then I have to say good morning because
Yeah.
that's the only thing that comes to my mind. And I'm
You
like,
say good morning.
good morning.
And sometimes that breaks the ice though. You know what I'm saying? Because it's like, yo, man, that's brother Mike. And we see you when you're in action, when you're at that next level. Down in Tampa, Florida, where Renee and I met. You was at that next level, bro. Every time I saw you, you was down there, you had on a gray suit. Did you not?
I did.
He sure did. And he was moving. He was making things happen, you know, really getting personal with us that was able to speak there and pulling us in the backside and, you know, doing the interviews. And so it's special, man. Like next level is the person, man. The next level. And you being here. And you know why you're down here, you and Lancelot, man. I'm just overly excited.
And that's a secret, guys. Like we're not gonna go into why I'm down here, but big things
Well, I'm
are
gonna
about
say
to.
it.
Oh, you're gonna say. Well, that's your business.
That's right. That's right.
Listen, here's the reality, right? Leaders know how to lead. That's when you think about leadership, right? So Michael is his company, Brim and Brand. They do New York City Mastermind Experience. They do where they come and they do all the video footage and capture all the images and everything. So anybody who ever comes to our New York City Mastermind Experience, Michael is the brains behind capturing all that information so that we can have it and use it and so forth. And so what happens is Michael always is on top of things. What is happening? Why is it this not happening? What is going on? So he's always involved. He's always looking and forging ahead, if you will. And the reason he's in Tampa early with me and we went shopping, we did all these different things is because he wanted to make sure everything was great. And the reason he's in Atlanta today and yesterday is because he wanted to be even further ahead than we were in Tampa. So he's there scoping the area out, making sure everything's good, that the sound is going to be great, the lighting is going to be great, everything's going to be exactly
Yeah.
next level. And when you think about next level, it's how do you step up to make sure your next level is the next level, not just the same level that you've been delivering day in and day out, which is great. But when we think of the next level, we have to actually do more to
That's right.
get to the next level. And Michael is a proponent of let's get to the next level. Let's not make it the same. And I appreciate that so much in him. He and I have the same vision that everything we do together, it's going to be huge. And I already had a conversation with Jose earlier today. We're already planning 2027. We're doing things. We're going to be taking things all different places. But you need to get to the next level by taking the actions today. Thank
But
you,
I
Mike.
think no problem. But I
When I
think
think
Bethany
about
and
the next
Renee with
level, yeah.
I was about to say I think Bethany can really talk through the details of it, right? Like I could tell from the stuff that you put through school. So I'm interested to
Yeah,
hear that.
well, the next level I think is an important topic because you think about the developmental pieces of the next level. You think about a child learning how to read, and all books are leveled, right? Every time you learn math skills, they're all leveled. Every single time you learn, you go up a level. And it's the base. We all have a base. And you take that base and you just get to add to it and add to it and add to it. And that's why going up the next level and the next level is so amazing because none of us would be here today if we didn't go up these levels. We all have gone up multiple levels. And because we've gone up all these multiple levels, this is where we're at. It is a very cool thing. And I love, I'm a Montessori teacher, really. I'm just an adult teacher now. But when you think about it, one of the beautiful things that Montessori curriculum believes is you have to meet people where they're at. Everyone has a level that they're already at. And when you can just see where they're at, just hold their hand and be like, guess what? And there's more. Guess what? There's more. And guess what? There's more. And you get to show them and build. And I don't know, I just think it's so cool when you can build something awesome.
Every day we get a chance. Ooh, that is a cool echo. When we get a chance to learn, that's leading ourselves to understand, to develop. Because if you think you know all the answers, boy, are you mistaken. You're so mistaken. You don't know everything. And if you say I have nothing left to learn, then it's just not cool. Because you're never going to be able to um, see the beauty of what you're missing out on. So for me, it's always about learning. I know that Renee, Bethany, Michael, Coach T.O, Lancelot, every one of us, um, we all understand that learning is is a gift, right? We have what? We have 2 ears, we have eyes. Let's use those first to learn, because a lot of people think they learn when they speak. No, you only learn when you listen and when you see. When you speak, you're only saying what you already know. This is why it's important to listen and see what others are doing and saying and take it in.
I love that, Sifu, of really being thoughtful about how you're consuming learning, how you're growing. When I think about the next level and what we're building in school, it's the ability to look at your journey. It's not about competing with someone else. It's being able to consume those pieces that you want to grow. Think about when you wake up in the morning. You don't get the same outfit every day. You pick the outfit. There's a feeling. There's this thought of what you want to experience for the day. And that's what school is like, that next level. And you get a chance to choose what journey you want to experience today. How do I want to grow? But then also, when you consume things, you also want to be able to contribute to it. And I love the fact that it provides that. Even conversations like this, it's not just a one way of one person just pouring and pouring. It's this collaboration, the energies of connecting. And I that's for me is what that next level looks like, is how can I be a part of that system? How can I contribute to the system and elevate the system?
I love that you said that. But when you said we change our outfits every day, it made me think of somebody who we all know, and we probably have what he created on our desk, in our pockets. We use all the time, and it's Steve Jobs. He created the iPhone. He created Mac computers, Macintosh, all these different things. And one day he said, I don't want to think about dressing up anymore. So he wore the same outfit. It was clean because he had like 50 of them, right? But the same turtleneck, because he didn't want to think about that, because he wanted to focus more on all the other things. I was listening to something yesterday, and also when he first started, he got the night shift. And you're thinking, why is this brilliant guy? Why is he given the night shift when he was this brilliant guy? And the reason was because he didn't care about anything but the process, his mind, computing, that he didn't even care to bathe. And so people were offended by his smell, his body odor. So they said, we can't get rid of him, but how do we use his talents? They said, great, we'll give him the night shift. Nobody else is working. So they put him in the, so they thought of a better way to use his skills. And that to me was smart leadership, because sometimes there are things that are annoying, but when we overcome the annoying, we can start to see the beauty behind it. And had they not given him the chance, maybe we wouldn't have the technology that he created along the way. And his persistence is huge, or was huge. It's okay to unmute, guys.
I think there's another aspect about that story that, Steve Jobs didn't get offended when he got the night shift either. And that is another leadership skill. Sometimes we put ourselves and we decide that we need to be a certain level all the time, and that we should, that's below me. I shouldn't be there. That is below me. But I think one of the best leadership skills ever is knowing that nothing is below you and nothing is above you. You just go wherever you're needed and you rise up wherever you're at. You support that. I've had so many assistants like working with me over the year in classrooms, and I am friends with all of them. And there have been so many times where, like more than once, I have had the comment, "You have been the best lead I have ever had because you just were always there." I never made somebody do something I didn't want to do. There's no reason. A true leader is there holding somebody's hand regardless of where they're at. And I think that that is a really cool aspect of Steve Jobs. Like, he didn't care that he was put in the night shift. He knew what he was doing. And he knew that he could be in the worst part ever and still rise to the top. And that's what a leader is. It doesn't matter where you go. You can always rise to the top.
That was real, Bethany. And I remember in Tampa meeting Renee, and she says I was calm, but I was super stressed out. And just when she smiled, I was at peace. I was calm. And she didn't even know it, but she was leading or paving the way for me to be able to do what I needed to do that day. And I think natural leaders just exude it. It's just a natural occurrence of when they're in the room and you can actually feel it. And then to your point, leading by example and not having the hubris or the ego, right, to say this is beneath me. There's no such thing as being beneath you if everybody is going towards the same goal.
I love that, Mike, I and Bethany. I love your comments because when you think about true leadership, it's being accessible and not being afraid to make mistakes, because when we make mistakes we learn more, and we should be, as leaders, being able to lead from any position, whether it's from the front, the back, the sides, the top, because if you only are able to lead from one piece or one part, your vision, your elevation, or your ability to see the field or to see everything is limited to where you sit. And
Mm.
being able to be flexible and adapt and be willing to go to places where, hey, I'm not sure if I need this, but I'm willing to explore it. Just be curious, because we all need sharpening. As great as we all are on here, there is always room for growth. And at that point, when we think we don't need to grow anymore, that's the dangerous position. That's when we need to be concerned. That's when we need to be scared.
I say that there is something below you and it's your feet. So take those steps necessary.
Yes, absolutely.
um, if you, Jose chimed in, and Emilio, and, Blessings family, and what an amazing group of leaders, right? Yeah, and Bethany and Renee, let's go. I love that when people who are leaders come to our show are actually leading by saying something, right? By speaking up, because there's a lot of people who come to the shows and they're in the quiet and they just want to listen, but they never put their 2 cents in. And like Coach T.O said earlier, the next level may be just saying hello, an introduction, good morning to somebody. I'm having a meetup August 1st in New York City, and I put it out to everybody. There's no cost to anything except for your own food and drinks, but the meetup is based on, let's get a bunch of people in the room who can help one another, who can just make a connection with somebody they never knew before. And when we consider any event that we ever do, that's what it's about. And when you come to our school community, which is unified leadership, right? If you just go to school and type in unified leadership, you're going to find us, Unified Leadership Academy. And there's the actual link going across the screen. But when you go there, it's a space for you to be able to make comments, to ask questions, to have them answered for you. Because if you're going through anything as a leader, whether you're just starting out or you're a seasoned veteran as a leader, situations are going to come up and you may not have all the answers. But what if you had a group of people who say, I can help with that? And doesn't mean that you have to take what we say verbatim, but you can say, I like that idea. Let me add my own 2 cents to it and then make it something worthwhile. And I believe that that's what we're building in the school community. We're building a place where people can come and feel heard, but also speak up. And we are also going to have a classroom with tons and tons of lessons. Who wouldn't want to go back to school? I mean, I want to go to school. I'm in. My hands up, man. I want to go to school and I want to learn and learn and learn. Every day we have the opportunity to learn. So do yourself a favor. Learn, learn, learn.
I think we should never stop learning. I think learning is one of the most important leadership skills we can actually nurture, because when we are learning, we're growing. And when we grow, it just expands our expertise and makes it so that we can even support others, so that we can even lead in more ways and different ways. I think that learning is one of the most important, like, long term things that we need to be working on at all times. It is so important. Anyways, I'm all about learning, obviously.
I am like super excited by what Bethany just said and Michael Ross just said because they go hand in hand. Like, if you're always in the mindset of learning, if you're always in the mindset of there's something new that you can do, and you're in the mindset of, listen, when I network, I'm going to learn from Bethany, I'm going to learn from Sifu, I'm going to learn from Emilio, I'm going to learn from Jose, I'm going to learn from T.O, I'm going to learn from all these different people. So many magical things happen. I've only been with CLA for a year. This is my year anniversary.
Yeah.
And through that year, I've been able to meet so many amazing people. And I've never, ever sold or was selling once.
Right.
It was literally just a matter of being in the room, having positive conversations, simple conversations. Hey, how are you doing? How can, what do you do? Like, just learning about people, nothing crazy. And then a year later, I've been all over the world. I'm traveling all the time and doing all these positive things, but it all stemmed from Michael Ross's point, from a simple conversation. And then to Bethany, to your point, just learning. I'm always learning something new. I learned something new today from you, Bethany. I learned something new from Renee and Sifu and T.O. I'm learning a whole bunch of stuff from. But it starts from something so simple, just planting a seed and planting a seed authentically. Like, no contaminants, no nothing, no agenda, just genuinely wanting to get to know somebody. So Michael Ross, that was dope. Thank you.
Shout out to Browning Sanderson, my man out there, North Carolina. We see you in the chat, brother. You are amazing leader, Browning, and have the most unique first name ever, Browning Sanderson. I love you, bro. It's good to see you out there, man. Keep leading. Yeah, no matter what, keep leading, bro.
And then look at that. You got Emilio, Jose.
Yeah,
There's so many freaking people on this call that are like just such strong leaders. And I'm blessed to have known or to know all of you.
we met in Philly.
We did meet at
We
Philly.
sure did. After Emilio's event, Born to Risk. We met in the bar with Jose, Seafood, the Lancelot in the other room. He's gonna come in here in a little bit. He's too loud. Lancelot's in there loud. We gotta keep muting this because he's too loud. But yeah,
Y'all are
man.
having too much fun. Okay, the learning and the energy is going on. I'm like, we want in. We want to know.
Yo,
Oh my
hey,
gosh.
And guess what? It's going to happen. It's going to happen August 25th through the
yeah.
27th.
That's awesome, man. It's a
Yes.
it's a blessing, man. It's a blessing when you see people you really love, man. Life is short, and we don't have time to be fake. We don't have time. I'm better than you. I have more than you. I have more clients. Man, this whole entire ecosystem of community, from CLA to the Rich Circle to Light Bulb to Speaking Prowess to Soar to Win. It's so many different elements of it. And my dream has always been, man, how do we fuse it together? And unified leadership has been born and it's fusing. I picked these guys up from the airport yesterday. We went straight to the venue. We're meeting people. We're talking. We're vibing. It's great. I went down a one way the wrong way, and Mike was like, "Yo, we're going down the wrong way." And I'm like, "Oh crap, we must have U-turned." But it was a leadership moment. It was a light bulb lesson in that moment because I was like, "Yo, this road hasn't always been a one way." And I said, but you know what? With the FIFA World Cup, they did a lot of transitioning and moving around down there because it was just so crazy with the FIFA. But we were just happy, like, yo, well, and I said, well, I'm just glad you said something, bro. And it started with another brother that was like, wrong way, wrong way. Then he heard it, we flipped, but it was that next level of leadership, man. Because again, it could have turned ugly. So the next level, man, is it in me. It's the relationships you all. It's the people. You know
I
that
got
that is very important. Yeah,
I got to say, you were going one way, just not the way
the
that
right
you
way.
were supposed to.
The right way. Absolutely. It was crazy, man. But it's just great, man. It's good time to reflect as well. You know, we're able to sit down as friends, as men, as brothers. You know, we're all married men. He loves his wife. I love my wife. Lancelot loves his wife, and we're really having real conversation. That's not anything that's not in alignment with sharpening each other's blade to the best of our ability. And it's the same love in New York. You know, this man from the Bronx originally, T.O, I got you. I'll drop you where you need to be to get up to the school. I don't even know what the train stop was, but you know, the hotel you was at, Sifu, and T.O, it was like everything stopped. T.O has to get from Farmingdale to the Bronx Zoo. Like that became a priority. So for anyone that's out there watching, this is why we say come to the freaking events, man. You know what I'm saying? Because it may be a person you don't like. It may be someone that rubs you the wrong way, but that can't stop you from that next level that you're trying to go because it's the inevitable. It's gonna be. It's gonna happen. What have you ever done on a leadership journey that truly came easy, that was worthwhile and worth having? The way you can really sit back and say, "Yo, man, that came so easily." Usually, it's the rough side of the mountain to get to that next level. And Dr. Reed, he always says it, man. And if you're watching out there, Dr. Reed, shout out to you, brother. He always says you can get to that next level, but you're still at the basement of that level. You know, you get promoted to, the next position on your job. There's still like good Renee said, so much to learn, bro. Bethany said it as well. So much to learn. So I'll shut up, man. And I'm just happy. It's Friday. We pumped up. It's a good day outside. It's pouring down raining here in Atlanta. So much love to y'all out there, man.
It's pouring down rain in Atlanta, but the sunshine, the energy is popping in that room and in this conversation.
Yeah.
And shout out to y'all.
Steve Miller had a birthday. I'm sorry, Renee. I'm sorry.
Yesterday was the
Stephen
birthday.
Miller's birthday was yesterday,
Oh my
man.
gosh, happy
Shout out to Steve
birthday.
Miller. He did a
Happy
Kanye.
birthday.
Oh, it wasn't that bad, bro. He
No,
said I did a Kanye, Renee. It
did you
wasn't
get
that bad.
no, it
It
was
wasn't
not
that
bad.
bad. It
Just
wasn't
be
that bad.
you. We bring ourselves to the conversation.
Yeah.
That's where learning happens. That's where energy happens. I will say in the conversations I've had this week, starting off Monday with with Bethany, just this calming, peaceful, but just so full of just knowledge and wisdom. And I will say that from each of you on there. Every time that I meet with y'all, I got my pen and paper because my expectation is I'm going to learn something new. I'm going to learn something powerful that I can share, but something that I need because I'm seeking to be fed, but also to feed others. And I think that's the part I really get excited about with your next level because it is that it creates that opportunity. It's not just one way, it's the next level and having those conversations or even just getting things differently, just a nugget here. And so if your expectation and your intention is, oh, this is just like everything else, then it will be. But if your expectation is that you're going to get something and that you're going to give something, then you'll get just that. A powerful reset for me this week was mindset. You can't keep doing, and if your mindset isn't operating in alignment with that, you're going to be working so much harder. And your mindset and what you're doing have to create that alignment in order for you to get to the next level. Otherwise, you're walking on that treadmill and you are staying in the same place.
Absolutely. I want to share another video with you guys. Take a look.
Let's get after this. Leadership isn't a title. Pressure makes leaders. Unified leadership. Unified leadership.
Pressure makes leaders. Fire reveals truth. Forged in the struggle, built to break through. Unified leadership. We stand when it's hard. Different voices, one vision. Together we spar. Built through connection, stronger as one. Changing tomorrow by what we've begun.
Unified leadership. Feel the fire ignite. When leaders unite, the future burns bright. Sifu Rafael with the vision and voice. Built through discipline, pressure and choice. Coach T.O. battle tested and tried, turning trials into purpose, helping leaders rise. Pressure
Doesn't break you,
it reveals you.
you are the steel. Pressure makes leader, 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 leader.
Unified leadership. Raise the bar. Raise the bar. Unified leadership.
Raise the bar. Raise it. Yeah, absolutely. So join us August 21st, 8:30 to 3:30 p.m. Eastern Time. It's going across the screen. That's 7 hours of leadership. 7 hours. Now, if you say, oh man, I can't make it that day. Well, guess what? We have the VIP and you get the recordings forever. You can go back, you can re-listen, you can take notes, you can do all that stuff. And with the VIP, you also get a mastermind for another 90 minutes. So it's 8.5 hours if you get the VIP. And guess what? You can listen, like I said, anytime you want. So do yourself a favor. Learn, because I know I'm going to be learning. I'm just one of the speakers, but we have 11 speakers who are going to be sharing so much information. I think I may have to lay down afterwards just to from all that information coming in. But it's going to be really fantastic. So do yourself a favor and join us August 21st. And there is Lancelot.
What's going on, yeah? How's everybody doing? Good morning, Renee.
Good
Bethany.
morning.
How y'all doing? What's up, Sifu?
Awesome.
Give it to me. Give it to me. Getting better.
Every day, brother.
There you go.
Exceptional and getting better every day. And I know you want to hear it
every
because
day. Yeah, that's special.
when I say that, it makes everyone think about themselves.
Absolutely.
They don't think about me.
No, but I
And-
think
and I-
about you also. I think about you.
Well,
because
there's no doubt.
I look
How
forward
can-
to that.
Mike, I'm in Michael's head. Think about that, right? But think about this, right? The reason I say it is because I'm trying to inspire the person in front of me
No doubt.
to think about themselves and how much greater they can be.
They can
And if
be.
you're having a bad day and you hear that, you're like, you know what? I don't need to have a bad day. Yeah,
Absolutely.
things are going to happen. Listen, life is life.
Life,
We're doing
life.
life together.
That's
And if we
right.
cannot handle life, um, we're in a situation where we have to ask for help. And there's nothing wrong with asking for help.
That's right.
No doubt.
We don't know all the answers.
Amen.
Nah, bro. Any time we think we know it all, bro,
Oof.
it's recipe for disaster.
Yeah.
That's not leadership, man. You know, and there's people in the chat that can attest to that. That you know, and again, that's what spawned the unified leadership, man. You know, Bethany and Renee and Michael, Lancelot, Stephen, all the different individuals. Shout out to Amy. Everybody that's contributing to one. Yeah, now she's not on with us, but in the spirit, she's here, obviously.
Right.
But everybody's contributing, you know, that what they bring to the table, man. That and for me, you gotta understand, man. You know, my pops, he would always say, man, I'm happy like a cat eating yellow jackets. That's what my pops say all the time. Shout out to my pops out there, Joe Clay.
Yeah, Mr. Clay.
Good
Yeah,
job.
man. But real talk, that's how I feel, man. Because that's the environment I come from. The times I was tried the most as a leader, obviously, you know, was as a Marine. And that's what we thrive on, man. We thrive on camaraderie.
Mhm.
We thrive on integrity. We thrive on, you know, a followership. Because you can't lead if you don't know how to follow. And that's what Renee was saying earlier, man.
That's right. You got to be able to follow.
That's a big one. And having to eat crow, as we say, or eat humble pie, because you come in the room thinking you know everything. And it'll be a guy like Mike sitting over there quiet that'll say one little sentence and then shut the whole thing down. And everybody's like, wow,
Mhm.
that's the guy
Mhm.
for this particular element of the project or whatever. So again, thank you, ladies. You bring such, you know, just dynamic love to the table, man. And I'm just overly excited, man, to be with these fellas too, Sifu. Yeah, man.
Well, spending all that back right back to you, TA. You are so gracious and humble in the way that you lead. Having had a chance to
Call me
experience your
TA.
session at the workshop
That's
last
a Delta
weekend.
background.
Yes, love it. Shout out to Lancelot on achieving 100 episodes
Oh,
with the
yes,
power of
yes.
reinvention.
Man,
So
where's the bullhorn at, Seafood?
not say congratulations to you, because that's a gift of being able to challenge leaders and highlight the stories and bringing out the best in others. And so I applaud you for that gift, and keep going, keep taking it to the next level.
Thank you, Renee. I really appreciate that. You know, it's funny. When I first started, I told the story, but I'll tell it again. When I first started, a guy that I went to school with also has a podcast, and he said, "Yo, if you're not gonna do 100 shows, don't do one."
Right.
And I'm like, "Why?" He said, "Because that's the benchmark, and most people quit
Yes.
at 20 or 30."
Yes.
He said most people don't make it past 100. And once he threw that, that was like a challenge to me. And you know, as an athlete and how my mind works, I said, well, that's the benchmark.
Yeah.
I got to make it to 100, and I'm gonna do whatever it takes, however long it takes, to get to that 100.
That's
So
dope. That's dope.
I'm there, and I'm really proud of myself, because you're tested a lot of times. You know, well, I'm going away. I, I still got to do it. You know what I mean?
Right.
You know, you don't relinquish yourself of your duties just because something else has happened or you have something else that you have to do. You have to figure out a way how to get it done.
That's right.
You know what I mean? So it's about leadership.
Yeah,
It's about that leadership, being able to lead yourself first before you can lead others. You got to be able to lead yourself and be able to do this difficult things and volunteer for the difficulties because you're not made for ease, you are made for excellence. You know what I'm saying? So, yes.
I love that you said that, Lancelot, um, because when we think about leadership, it comes down to staying true to yourself, staying true to your commitments.
That's right.
And I was listening to a podcast and I was really enjoying it. And then it was gone. And it was about 20 episodes and it was gone. And so I met the guy in person and I said, "Hey, what happened?" "Oh, I said, "Oh, you didn't fulfill your commitment." I said it to myself. I didn't say it to him. I was not going to, be rude or anything. And since then, he's never, ever put out another episode. And even though that time he said, "I'm going to come back to it, I'm going to do it." So he didn't keep his word. So I believe that leaders who don't keep their word don't always lead the way they should because he had so much value that he can bring to people, but he didn't commit like you committed,
Mhm.
right?
Yeah.
And I've been all over and I've met so many different people who I at one point was following, and the reason I stopped following is because they stopped leading.
Mhm.
How can I follow somebody who's not leading anymore? I
Right.
followed them initially because they were leaders.
Mhm.
What? I'm going to follow you. And guess what? When you stop leading, how can I follow? I can't.
Mhm.
So if you're going to be a leader, always lead. But while you're leading, follow
That's
someone.
right. That's right.
Don't stay stagnant because leaders who don't follow are stagnant.
Stagnant. That's right. Because you're not learning.
But I think part of leadership, we were talking about this yesterday, is
The Chargers station.
yes,
Yeah.
is
I
having,
was just thinking that. Yeah.
as leaders, we always have new challenges. There's always new challenges.
Yeah.
But as a human being, you have internal challenges or things that happen, lives, right?
Mhm.
And then as lives, your intensity sometimes diminishes. And when you're around and you're in groups like this, it's up to the other leaders that are in that room to uplift that other leader.
That's right.
So hence the importance of having, being in the right rooms, right? Being in the right environment,
That's right.
but also having boundaries. Because as a leader, you can't let everyone else's issues diminish you to the point where you can't lead the group that you're supposed to lead. You can't be the leader that you're supposed to be. So it's a fine balance of saying, listen, I'm going to uplift you, but you have to be willing to uplift yourself.
Indeed. No doubt.
Right?
Mhm.
So, along with this conversation and along with what you just said, Sifu, we have to have the understanding that maybe that guy had a rough day.
Yeah.
Maybe he had a rough turn.
Mhm.
And I think you did the right thing of saying, yo, let's go on the next call. But we have to remember, even with AI and all the rest of the stuff out there, that we're still human beings and there's lives.
Mhm.
And I try my best as a leader to be empathetic to everybody that's around me,
Indeed.
right? To make sure that I can uplift you, maybe not by like what I say, but what I do,
Mhm.
right? So I applaud you for having that boundary of saying, like, listen, like this is my stopping point. I gotta move on. But at the same time, don't ever forget to have that empathy because we're all one failure away from just breaking.
Okay. Speaking of that,
That
that
was
is so
powerful.
true.
That was powerful, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree with you. Yeah, listen, I still think that he's a great human being, right? And everybody I've come across, anybody who I've ever followed, I don't follow blindly, by the way.
Do your
And I never
research.
do.
Yeah.
I,
Yeah.
I follow because there's something about them. There's not a word that they said, it's the actions that they take, right? And when they stop leading, yeah, I can't follow them anymore until they decide to pick up the stick again and start leading, right? You know, like Moses led with that stick, right? Think
Mhm.
about it. It wasn't just a stick, right? Because anybody could pick up a stick, but it was a stick of power. So when you pick up your stick of power and you lead, you'll get followers. But when you put it down and stop leading, they have nowhere to go
Mhm.
until you pick it back up. So as long as somebody who is leading decides that, you know, maybe I need a break, maybe I'm going through these things in my life, but I'm going to pick it back up, you regain the followers who followed you initially because you did something great.
Mhm.
So thank you for clarifying that as well.
Mhm.
I think another great aspect of being a leader is understanding that when you do come to that wall, and as leaders you will, being able to ask for help.
That's it.
That is a leadership skill.
Yeah.
Being humble enough to be like, guess what? Things are hard right now. I need support. And reaching out for that support and having not your ego get in the way, realizing that you're here and being okay being asking for help and seeing where you're at. We're not going to be perfect. Just
Mhm.
because we're leaders, guess what? You lead also by showing people that you're not perfect, that you make mistakes, and that you have to reach out for help. And you need that support too, because more people are willing to help somebody that's not perfect. I am not perfect. We cannot all help we need everyone. Leaders need people around them to lift them up.
Mhm.
And we need to have that support system. And you have to be okay asking for that help because then you just stop, just like what Sifu was saying. If you're a leader and you lead for so long and you're not able to lead anymore and you are not able to ask for that help, that support to take something off your plate, you're not going to be able to continue to lead.
Mhm.
That is a big piece of leadership, is being able to humble yourself enough to be like, I need a little bit of support right now. Things are heavy. Life is
Mhm.
heavy. Help me. Okay, I feel good. Thank you. Let's go. That's how it's supposed to be.
Yeah, man.
I
Amen.
love that, Bethany, of just being able to ask for help. You don't always have to be the strong one, of knowing when to tap your team members.
Mhm.
I also think about it as being on a team. If you're on a sports team, you're on the team. There's the starting five. If you think about the basketball, the rest are on the
The
bench. But
Knicks.
just because you're on the bench doesn't mean that you're not part of the team. You still stay
Right.
ready. And
Yeah,
there's
you gotta be
times when
ready.
you have to come out of the game, and then that's when you're getting your team member in there.
Oh,
And so
Let's talk
leadership is
about
that
I
decision.
dropped him. Yeah.
Once you decide to be on the team, you're on the team,
Hey,
but
that's
just
right.
be willing to go in rotation into different positions.
Yeah.
Okay. All right, Renee. Mic drop. Okay. Wow. Yes.
Yeah.
Team. Use the team. Team. Team.
There's no I in team.
That's right.
And you said it earlier too, Renee. I got the notes, flexibility, adaptability, exactly what Bethany was just talking about. Seafood hit it on the nail. You have to be flexible, man, as a leader. Or you're gonna break. You're gonna break if you're not flexible, know how to adjust, adapt, all the abilities, man. We talk about the abilities all the time.
Yes.
We sound like we're beating a dead horse about these abilities, accountability, dependability. You can keep naming them on and on. I got books over here that breaks it all down, man, because they use it in systems engineering. You know, turbine engines are made through these systems of the abilities. Do the research on it. Go on Google, type in, systems engineering abilities, and it breaks it all down. It's the same exact concept with us.
Mhm.
And when you start realizing, like Bethany Stone just said, bro, like, it's okay, bro, to ask for help.
Mhm.
I wouldn't be on this call if I didn't ask for help. Just period. I know I wouldn't. I wouldn't be sitting here in my home with these two men that I love if I didn't ask for help.
Mhm.
Browning Sanderson in the chat asked for help.
Mhm.
Stephen Miller in the chat came to the He-Man conference in Lexington, Kentucky. He asked for help. Stu Maynard asked for help. Robbie Lytle asked for help. We've all asking for help. You know, Mike Stevenson met him in Philly. I asked him for help. Like, hey, bro, I whatever it is that you do.
Let me get part of
You
that.
know, I didn't know what Brim and Bram was and his whole brand and the conglomerate that he has. But I know that, hey man, I can't do it alone. We asked Bethany Stone for help. You're a guru in curriculum. Help us, Bethany. And bro, she came through like a goat. Somebody, I think it was Michael Rosa put it in the chat. Bethany Stone is the goat. You know, so again, man, it's those things that really push the needle forward, John.
And if I could jump on that, you know, ask for help, but you got to be in the proper environments in order to ask for help from the right people.
Yeah.
That environment is everything. Surrounding yourself, proximity, all of that is very important. So you need to get in groups like the New York City Mastermind Experience and the CLA and you know, or just any group that has positivity and people that are growing and doing and being what you want to be. That's very important to surround yourself. I remember my mom used to say stuff like, show me your 3 friends and I'll show you your future. And after she said that, said, don't bring that boy to my house. Because I'm embarrassed ass, you know what I'm saying? If I don't like him, he's not going in your direction. And when I was younger, I didn't understand that. But I get it now.
No doubt.
Proximity is power.
Yeah.
So I say that just to say that, you know, being in the proper environment matters, because then you're able to ask for help and get the proper help that you need.
Yeah. Wow.
Well, that is what very well said. I got to say, Lancelot, you spoke about communities, and you talked about, and even you talked about, Coach T.O, about the CLA. Michael talked about CLA. But here's the thing, right? And Michael, you experienced a lot in a year in the CLA, but the whole thing is that there are other people who are very upset because they didn't get any value from being either in the CLA or this community or that community. Why? Because they didn't do their due diligence. They expected to sit back and have everything poured on them like they were royalty. Meanwhile, to get something, you have to do something. So let me share one more time with you guys, maybe 2 more times, what we are building. Take a look again.
The next level is waiting. Will you climb? We climb. Together.
We grow.
Together.
We lead.
Together. Yeah, this is unified leadership. Purpose, character, conviction, wisdom, connection, impact. Together we become more. Bring your vision, bring your fire. One community, one heartbeat, one mission. Keep climbing,
Keep growing.
Unified Leadership Academy.
Unified Leadership Academy.
Unified Leadership Academy. Stronger together.
One community, one future.
Join us
On school soul.
where leaders connect, where true leaders grow, where leadership never stands still.
Keep climbing, climb higher.
Come.
Man.
Yo,
Let's go.
I love it, bro.
Let's go.
Yeah,
And
boy.
I'm going to share another video because I just have to, right? Here's our other one. And then, Michael, I want your opinion on this video.
Let's get after this. Leadership isn't a title. Pressure makes leaders. Unified leadership. Unified leadership.
Pressure makes leaders. Fire reveals truth. Forged in the struggle, built to break through. Unified leadership. We stand when it's hard. Different voices, one vision. Together we spar. Built through connection, stronger as one. Changing tomorrow by what we've begun.
Unified leadership. Feel the fire ignite. When leaders unite, the future burns bright. Sifu Rafael with the vision and voice. Built through discipline, pressure and choice. Coach T.O. Battle tested and tried, turning trials into purpose. Helping
leader, 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 leader.
Unified leadership. Raise the bar. Raise the bar. Unified leadership.
I see Lancelot moving. I see
Yeah.
Lancelot.
Hey.
You don't want my opinion, bro. You see Lancelot dancing, he's having a good time. That answers the question right there.
I always say, I say, yo, he's brilliant when it comes to that. I just finished saying, I said he creates like that, and he'll pull up and put a song together like that. I'm like, that takes a good creative mind.
Yes.
Well,
Yeah,
being
you're
in the
blessed
field,
with that.
yeah, being in the field, I gotta admit, Sifu, you're sometimes you're humble, right? Right now, you're being extremely humble. You got 10 shows,
Yeah.
10 shows, the martial arts studio. You got more jobs.
Right.
I'm gonna be PC, but you got a lot of jobs,
Yeah.
and it takes a lot to do something like that because you did the music, you did the videos, you
Yeah.
did the editing, you got the shots.
That's right.
That's a lot of work,
Right.
And he builds cabinets.
and you build cabinets.
Yeah.
You're like, who does this?
Yeah.
So give yourself,
A round of
applause.
Yeah.
Because that's not.
Yes, sir.
Seafood.
I mean, you might want to go to a doctor to find out if you got something going on up there to be able to produce all this stuff like this. But God bless you.
Yeah,
Yeah,
man.
bro.
Like in the Big Bang Theory, Sheldon says his mother had him tested. So, but here's the thing: you said that I have a lot of jobs, and I have to disagree with you. When I grow up, I'll get a job, right? When I grow up, I'll get a job. I'm just having a lot of fun, man.
Oh, yeah.
Creating for me is not work. It's fun. I enjoy it. I look forward to it. And here's the crazy thing: everybody has seen all the different videos I've created. And no one, and I'm not putting myself out there, but no one ever said, "Hey, could you do something for my show? Can you do something for this? Can you do something for that?" Because it would be so much fun for me to do so, right? But to
Noted.
the people to reach out, right? And so think about what we talked about. Your next level. Your next level is not going to come and show up by itself. It's not going to drive up in the limo and say, "I'm here for you." No, your next level needs you to take action. You want to get to the next level? Do your due diligence. We're going to help you get to the next level of leadership if you join our school community, because there's going to be information on there that you never even thought of, or you thought of, but you never even took action on. So we're there to help you reach your next level. The question is, will you show up?
That's it.
All right.
That's it, man. Thank
I
you
leave
so
that with
much.
a smile.
That's the question everybody's got to answer. Will you show up? Yes.
Yeah, man. Definitely.
I'm already here, so
You show up.
I think the
Show
most
up.
important thing is to show up. Like
That's
if you don't
right.
show up, no progress can happen. It has to start with that action. There's nothing that can be produced without the action first.
That's right. You
So
gotta
we're
take-
going to wrap up the show, but gosh, what an incredible show. I'm so happy that we got 3 for the price of 1 over there, right? And I think Renee had to leave. But we have Lancelot. Thank you for joining us. Michael, thank you
My
for joining
pleasure,
us.
man. My pleasure.
And Coach T.O, thank you for hosting these gentlemen, which is an incredible feat. And I know you guys are going to have a blast today. You're going to go check out the event space that we're going to be doing August 25th through the 27th. And if
Yes.
anybody wants to know what the heck are we talking about, we're doing a live event in Atlanta, and it's called Ascend. How do you ascend in life
Next level. That's
if
right.
you don't take the action? So today, I don't know if you guys noticed, but my through point is take action.
hmm
Yeah, man.
hmm
You have to do it.
That's right. That's right.
Appreciate you, man. Thank you so much, Sifu. Thank
Hi,
you,
Bethany.
Bethany.
Bethany, it's a pleasure to meet you. We are definitely going to do a virtual coffee. You are
Yes.
amazing.
Yes.
Yeah, man.
Thank you. We should. It was nice to meet all of you.
Nice. Pleasure. To all
Everybody,
the guys in the chat.
Thank
Y'all
you.
take
Yeah.
care. Have a great Friday, y'all. Peace.
Peace.
Do us a favor. If somebody needs to listen to this show, share it with them, right? Share the show with somebody who needed to hear today's message, because every leader needs guidance. I don't care what level you're at,
That's
right?
right.
You need someone that you can speak to even share your ideas and say, you think this will work? So you need it. Join us in school.
Mhm.
I'm going back to school, man. Tell me.
I'm a lifelong learner. That's right.
That's it, bro.
That's right.
All right.
Peace,
Have a
family.
great day,
All
you
right.
guys.
Have a great day. Good weekend. Peace.